Shorty, Ray, welcome. I'm glad the notification worked. Started just a little bit early, 1 minute. Hey, old hippie, welcome. Josh Campbell, welcome. How's everybody doing tonight? Out here where you can tell it's getting winter time. I'm doing okay. Got my hoodie on, so I'll be good to go. And I'm not the only one out and about right now. So I got one subject I was thinking about. Hey, Nathan likes drums, welcome. I got one subject I was thinking about starting off with. We can, like I said, start off with it and kind of go whichever way you guys want to go. I was planning on one thing, but I decided to get this squared up a little bit. Since it's Halloween, we could go with more creature. The sun porch. Dang. How much sun does the sun porch get this time of year? So I know there's not getting a lot of sun right now. Belinda, welcome. Wonder Pup, welcome. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. Tonight I was thinking about starting off with zombies. Myth? Legend? Is it possible? Has it happened before? I'm going to mention a few things that's going to make all you guys think. Think about it. And it's going to be beyond that movie, Abraham Lincoln Zombie Killer. Yes, Belinda. Zombies. Do you think they're possible? I mean, outside of movies, I've never seen one. Well, actually, not the old school zombie anyway. But I can walk into any Starbucks and it'll be full of zombies. Zombie patrons anyway. Yeah, actually, at one point, I had the original version of the first zombie thriller from I think it was the late 50s, early 60s. It was a black and white version. Night of the Living Dead or something like that. And I had it on VHS. Oh, they never bothered you? Yeah, I kind of like the old school zombies. They're just, the movies are like Dawn of the Dead, and where you had these tanks of government, or barrels of government chemicals fall out and they'd start leaking, and there'd be something inside of them, and all of a sudden the whole neighborhood would turn into zombies. Gaming with Whiskey, welcome. Okay, old hippie, are they too far-fetched? Think about what we have with DNA manipulation today. How do I put it? The nanotechnologies coming up with superbugs. Yeah, that's the thing about living on the West Coast. It's still a decent hour for us, but for the East Coast, not so much. And then when I lived in Hawaii, it'd be like 9 o'clock there, and I used to live in Hawaii many, many years ago. Ford Island, Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. It'd be 9 o'clock there, sun had just gone down, but it was like 3 o'clock in the morning for the East Coast. Yeah. I mean, if you really think about it, you even just look at the mainstream news. They're bragging about if somebody wants to have a baby that's athletic, with blonde hair, blue eyes, or green eyes, whatever color eyes you want, whatever color hair you want, they can make it happen if you've got to do it. So I mean, with all that, and then other combining different DNAs from different species, from what is it? They got like goats or something that can have like cow's milk, and I mean all kinds of weird stuff. You'd be thinking, it's like, wait a minute, what the hell? Hey, Pokey, welcome. You'd be like, what the hell? I mean, they got it. They've got mice that they can genetically alter to grow like human body parts, like ears and things like that, on their backs. And it's documented. Hey, Center Stars, welcome. It's documented. Is it really that far-fetched to think somebody could come up with some sort of super virus that is, hey, Shot Girl, welcome. A super virus that is like immune to any antibiotics, that can move quick. Oh, that reminds me. I need to turn down the volume of my other phone. Okay, I don't know what the heck. Turned on the camera. Let me turn that off. Just a second here, guys. I wasn't really ready for this. Turn the volume down. There we go. Turn up just a hair. It won't play anything. Okay. I just don't want the phone going off. That's why I got this one over here. If you just coming in the last few minutes, please hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. Got 11 viewers, 5 likes. And that's just basic. And I haven't even brought up the subject of like little nanobots. They've already got some where people can get chipped. Give me a second, wait for that whatever to go down the road. Okay. Now that jerk off's gone. Um, Nanotechnology, that's out there. We could already have, if we got the money, we've already got AIs. Who's to say you can't put an AI in a nanobot and have a basic program where they go in and multiply? Okay, Gaming with Whiskey, thanks for coming in. Please hit that like button on your way out. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, that doesn't seem really all that far-fetched. Because everybody knows that the higher powers, the government's going to have a more advanced technology than what they want to let everybody believe. Oh, we don't have this. No, okay. That's how, what was it, $6 trillion, their Black Ops projects through technology. $6 trillion missing from the Pentagon. Come on, guys. We know what you did with it. And I was thinking about that today. It wouldn't be really that difficult. I'm kind of going out on a stretch here, but to have, say, a nanobot that was basically built to repair organs of humans, and that's what they're used for. That storyline's been around for a while, and all of a sudden somebody decides to hack those to where they'll repair, but they'll go nuts. So yeah, even if somebody dies, these little nanobots can still revive you. Yeah, I've seen that. If I can remember I can't remember the name of the channel though. Apex TV, I think it was, or something like that. And they had some guy on there. But yeah, anybody that's got their eyes open, they've seen triangle craft that can defy gravity, make no sound, large, can hover. I'm pretty sure a lot of those are ours. Now, some of the ones that have been reported that are like maybe 3 or 4 miles wide, maybe not so much. But the smaller ones, yeah, I'm pretty sure those are ours. I don't think. Yeah, some of them may be a football field wide. I think those are probably human pilots and not ET pilots. Yeah, I watch Apex TV, but at the same time, when I watch them, I keep in mind they're for entertainment. I don't really give them credit for being a major breakthrough, just for the simple fact of that one that we were talking about. The guy was hooked up to a lie detector. The lie detector doesn't come up with that on your own. You need a person there giving them base questions to set it up. You got to have yes or no answers. Some they know are going to be a lie. Some they know are going to be the truth, and that's how they ask them questions where they know the person's going to lie. And when they're like, oh, no, I wouldn't tell a lie to get out of trouble. Okay, odds are that's going to be a lie, and then that's how they get their baseline for the rest of the questions. The machine doesn't do it itself. That was their first thing. And then there was never a guy sitting there watching it Just flashing. Machine says true. That doesn't impress me. I want something more than that. I want to see a guy there going, okay, no, this was a lie. Look at the lines. This was the truth. Look at the lines. But I mean, anybody can get those little cups you stick on your fingers. They got them in hospitals and get them for medical supply. But so I didn't give that too much credibility. Plus, they are. I've seen them. Oh, you seen vehicles not from Earth? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I know we're not alone. I've never met one before. I've never met an ET. But they go back hundreds and hundreds of years, stories and artwork. Um, there's an infant. Okay, we're in the Milky Way galaxy. And in this universe, there are thousands of galaxies with trillions of stars. I mean, it's really, I don't think, oh no, we're the only ones. Nah, I don't think so. Okay, we go back to Shorty. Seen vehicles not from Earth. Okay, Carlos, new video up on what? What do you got your new video on? Is it relevant, or are you just coming in to drop, hey, look at my channel? Give us more detail. Somebody check it out. If it's not paranormal, just go ahead and delete the comment. You're welcome here, Carlos. Just keep it relevant. I just have one of my mods go check it out, please. I said, Carlos, if you want to contribute, just keep it relevant. I mean, I'm not going to boot you. I can understand having a channel trying to start out. I'm there myself, but spamming is not the way to have people really like you. Barry Hooks, yeah. Yeah, that's one thing. It's like, I mean, he had a pretty good storyline where you jump to different, different, what's it, alternate realities and stuff. Which I guess if somebody goes back in time and it could change, they could change even some little minor something. When they go back to the future, are they going to be going back to their future or a alternate dimension because they changed the past, even if it's small? I mean, even yeah, I mean, because it goes back. I mean, when I was going to college, there was she was a psychology teacher, and she was like, well, I don't believe in this and I don't believe in that. I think it's just a human brain doing this and that. And as far as ETs, I think it's just the government. It's like, okay, lady, there's paintings back in the 1500s. The U.S. government wasn't around at that time, so try again. I challenged her on a lot of stuff, and I know she really didn't like me, and it shocked the shit out of me that I actually got a B in that class. Go figure. All time travelers are Russian, yeah. Yeah, Pokey, this is wild card night. This is like, if you want to talk about a poltergeist, if you want to talk about a werewolf, if you want to talk about time travelers, you could see, I don't know, you could see like a a dog-cat combination, walking around, eating watermelon, walking around on two legs. It's a wild card. It's anything goes. Whatever you guys bring up, we'll discuss it for a little bit. Next subject comes up, we'll talk about it. I can't guarantee I'll have any knowledge about it. Yeah, and we'll talk about this on another thing, the Black Knight satellite. I've seen a lot of people saying, yes, it's been there for 13,000 years, and my question is, how do they get the number 13,000 years? Some of the craft that we see here, are there ETs on it controlling it, or is it an artificial intelligence, a ship ran by an artificial intelligent computer sent out 2 million years ago and been hovering around for the last 1.5 million years? Yeah, anything. Doppelgangers. Just make sure you know a little bit about the subject. That way, if I have no idea, I can go, okay, tell me more about it. Thirteen's lucky number. Okay, Pokey, what's number 13? Okay. Okay, Center Stars, then I know it was deleted. If he hasn't been blocked, and I'll just say, biatch, be gone. Thanks for the view. Now, if you want to give me a thumbs down, Carlos, if you want to give me a thumbs down, knock yourself out. That's still an interaction. YouTube does not look at thumbs up as good and thumbs down as bad. They look at it as thumbs up, thumbs down, interactions, combine the number. We're good, buddy. Thank you. If you want to come back under another ID, another channel, do it. More view time, an extra view, an extra interaction. You can leave a comment after the video. I'll be saving this one. You can leave a comment if you want. I'd appreciate it. That'd be another interaction. Yeah, well, he did. I don't think anybody in here right now is going to... Hey, Boomer, welcome. Oh, you missed it. We just kicked the troll out. Yeah, he could spam. I don't think anybody's going to be in a rush to go over and look at his channel. And he's been booted, so after the stream ends, he's been booted. YouTube's going to process anything he left behind out. So anybody that comes in fresh, they'll never know. Except for hearing me say, thank you, Carlos. You rock, dude. You gave me a view, man. Yeah, I don't even notice. They said Carlos, so I like to give everybody a chance, because I know some people, even though they don't have a lot, they may only have a few views. At one time, I was only watching videos. I had no followers, or I should say no subscribers. I was just out watching people until I started doing videos. That's where they came from. Hey Cheryl, welcome. See, now which way? Okay, we started going off into, were we going into ETs or time travelers, or, because I think we finished up with zombies. Even though we really didn't get too deep into the nanotech, but I think that's where we kind of got off into the spacecraft. But yeah, nothing would surprise me now. I mean, we got guys eating people's faces on bath salts. So, I mean, that was just one of my things. Could zombies come from nanotech? Would it be hard to really spread it out? I don't think so. I mean, you wouldn't even really need to get people to volunteer. Just inject some nanotech in a... If they're going to travel, they're going to need vaccinations before they travel to different countries. Just put a little bit of nanotech in there and have it kind of sit there and... Flocka, yeah. I've seen some videos with people on that, and it was like... I don't know if I'd call it a zombie. I'd call it more freaking possessed. I mean, just from what I seen, it was like more like they were freaking possessed than a zombie. But I mean, really, like I was saying, inject 20 people going to 10 different countries. Within 24 hours, they'd be in those countries and spreading it. Yeah, I don't think it'd be anything coming in from outer space. Yeah, I don't think it'd be anything coming in from outer space. You know, we've already had enough meteors crash here. If it was going to come in, I think it would have already been here. But who's to say? Who's to say it already hasn't been here? I mean, even scientists agree that the Earth has gone through several resets. So what else would you guys like to discuss tonight? You want to stay on zombies or ETs or technologies? Yeah, there's been quite a few resets in history. Even the, was it the Sphinx and the Pyramids of Giza? I think that's what it is. That those don't go back just a few thousand, those go back over 10,000 years. So even when the ancient Egyptians 3,000 and 4,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago, those were already there. And some are even thinking the Sphinx was there before the pyramids, because scientists have looked, and archaeologists have looked, and said there's actually like water erosion on the Sphinx, and the last time that they can really account for water being there in that area goes back over 10,000 years. Hollow Earth, yeah. I've been watching quite a few videos on those, and it's like crop circles, yeah. What really are crop circles? I know there's been people go, oh yeah, well we did this, but yet there's been, I mean, they've actually had videos where they demoed it. It's like, yeah, we could do this, yeah, in the middle of the night. But then there's been reports of planes landing, smaller craft landing at an airport, and they see a big field of wheat or corn or whatever, and then they fuel up, and then 30 minutes later they take off, and as they're flying over that same field, there's a crop circle. So within a 20-minute period, in a field, right next to an airport, right next to a freeway, a crop circle formed, and nobody saw a squat. So, okay, I'm sorry guys with little 2x4s on ropes. You're not that good. As far as inner Earth, that's something good. That's there's a lot from different angles on that. You have, well, down in South America, and I don't recall if it was the Mayans or the Aztecs that talked about life coming up from underground. What tribe is it? The Hopi? The Hopi, I think there's a big tribe down in the Four Corners area and a large reservation, and then maybe some other tribes talk about some major disaster, and they went underground. There was beings from underground that took them underground to protect them, and then when it was safe to return, they returned to the surface. And that goes back hundreds and hundreds of years. You have, I can't remember his first name, but Haley, the guy that projected the, Halley's Comet, projected the trajectory, the path that it took. He predicted that, and he also, which is not as well known, predicted that if the Earth was solid, it doesn't behave like it is a solid object. It behaves differently. There's not as much mass as what there should be, and there's been experiments on the moon where it's not behaving as it was a solid object. And there was 2 different occasions where they crashed like a small satellite onto it when we had the moon missions. One of them said you could feel the moon vibrating when it hit, and it rang like a bell for several hours afterwards. Yeah, that's what I was thinking with the nanotech. It could be used. I mean, there could be some really great benefits to it. You put it in, if somebody's got liver disease, it can actually go in without having to do surgery and start repairing the liver. You know, they could program all this medical knowledge into it, and it could actually go in and start making some repairs to damaged tissue. But the problem with that is, every time there's a tech like that, the military-industrial complex is going to have billions and billions of dollars. They can come in, they could finish the research, fund the finishing research, and they can weaponize it. And they can weaponize it, whatever. They could try to make a soldier that gets shot and killed and then rises from the dead and then goes back to fighting again. That's going to be where the zombies come in. The insectoids. Yeah, and I'm thinking, because there's talk about like reptilians. So, I mean, who's to say? I mean, even science will agree that dinosaurs walked the earth for millions and millions of years. Who's to say that there wasn't a more intelligent one? And they started developing technology. Because, I mean, look at us. We're humans, we got technology, but yeah, we still got large, and we got elephants, we got all kinds of wild animals out. So, I mean, who's to say? I wasn't here 100 million years ago, so I can't say one way or the other. All I can do is go, it's possible. Okay, the Hopi mini tribes survived. Yeah. And we even got in the Grand Canyon. I mentioned this before. The Grand Canyon, there's certain tunnels that are blocked off. They go down deep. Nobody knows. They're blocked off. Nobody can get into them. We've got satellites that can go over these areas, but if you ever look at some of them, they've always got, like on the North Pole or South Pole or the axis, there's cloud cover. There's crappy ass airbrushing, so you can't see it. Planes aren't allowed to fly over the area. And it is also speculated that the aurora borealis is actually, it's not from our sun, it's light coming up from one of the two major openings, but there's a lot of smaller openings. Light coming out is what causes that. As far as the solid Earth, it's just a theory. It's just a scientific theory. They have no proof. I think Russia is the country that bored down into the surface the deepest, and they only got like 12 miles, 12 and a half miles, and then they couldn't drill any further. And it took them 20 years to get that far. So, I mean, at the same time, nobody can really prove that the Earth is solid, and they really don't have the math showing because it's faulty. Reptilians? Yeah. Reptilians, really aggressive species. Really warlike, even more than humans. As far as, okay, Black-Eyed Shorty, as far as the moon landing, I know that's up in the air. Was there faked footage? I know there was faked footage. I have no doubt. I mean, just from the evidence I've seen is fake footage. But why was the footage faked? You have to ask yourself, why? Was it because we never really landed on the moon? Or is it because we did land on the moon and there are things up there that the average citizen is not supposed to see? I mean, if the astronauts landed on the moon and there's little bases and there's actually craft flying around, NASA's not going to want to show that. The government's not going to want to show that. They want to pretend like they have the control. So, I mean, if there's something up there that shouldn't have been, even if it's an old base, people are asked like, well, how did that get there? How did that get there? You never really see. We got satellites circling the moon, but you never see what's on the far side of the moon. It's just like whatever we can see from our telescope, that's all we can do. And the only reason we do that is because the government can't make little telescopes illegal. Oh, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, anything they can weaponize, that's what's going to happen. ACJS Exploring, welcome. Eagle Eye Coin Hunter, welcome. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. It's like, I think we did get up there. Um, but I think a lot of the stuff was done on stages. There's a lot of little screw ups that they had that they didn't cover up well enough that you can tell it was done on a sound stage. But that's just my opinion, is because we did make it there, but we're not supposed to see what's on there. Um, it's illegal to own a moon rock, any rocks from the moon. There's been some things leaked over time, over the last, well, almost 50 years, that they brought back, that there's actually in the moon rocks metals that shouldn't be on there, like brass. There's titanium, but it's not just titanium, it's refined titanium, refined brass, other metals that have been refined. They're not in the ore state, they've been refined. I mean, that's going to be one thing I got to explain. Why is there refined metals on the surface of the moon? And again, the moon is not behaving like it should. It doesn't rotate. It doesn't have an axis where it rotates. It kind of just orbits the Earth, sitting still. One side always away from the Earth. There's been a few pictures. I really can't say too much about that. Have been leaked where, yeah, because the space station, you always got a blackout or something going out when there's something moving. But I really don't know. But there's been maybe some leaked satellite images of the Earth. I really can't confirm those if they're real. Other planets that look like they have openings on the top and bottom of the axis. I really can't do that. But you do have some scientists stating that all the planets in our solar system have different sizes. They should have different masses, you know, maybe some bigger, denser, not quite as dense. But it's like the mathematics applied for us is like the same for every other planet. So do we have the same mass as every other planet, even if it's 100 times larger than us or a lot smaller than us? Yeah, they don't want the public asking too many questions, and they want everybody to believe it's like, okay, we're superior. We've got the technology. We've got the knowledge. We're superior. We're not under any threat. This country may threaten us, and this one may, they're trying to keep up with the tech. So it's like we need to spend a lot on defense to keep our tech above everybody else, so they're not a threat. But if they admit, yeah, there's extraterrestrials out there, and they've got a technology where they could just, a couple ships could come in and just vaporize every city in the U.S. Over a 36-hour period. No, people would be freaking the hell out, and they'd lose their control. Yeah, there's speculations where some of the giants that have been talked about before reside there. There's also some enlightened. There's some good underground there. But there's lower level also. existence. Oh, okay. They dropped a microphone down in it and heard wailing and screaming sounds. Oh, is that why they capped it? Okay. I'd be shelling. That was, I think that was only like 12 and a half miles down. I mean, that's really 12 and a half miles is nothing. But I've also seen where they're predicting there is an underground ocean and it is connected to our ocean. And there's actually more water underground than what there is in our ocean above ground. Well, I don't have any gold, but over time, every time I run into a silver coin, I put it back and I never cashed it in. I never cashed it in for scrap. So I've probably got it's all coin silver, but I've probably got a good 3 pounds, probably a good 3 pounds in silver. I had more, but you know, my ex got that when I left. I don't know what she did with it. But it was more antique silver. A little baby cup, actual silverware. I don't know if the underworld would be in a different plane of existence. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I mean, it'd still all be the same matter that makes this planet up in this dimension. I mean, they may have came from another dimension and moved into that area. Oh, crap. There we go. Kimberly, welcome. Yeah, I've never been able to get real deep into that. Old hippie, you need caffeine. I've got a lot of that in the house. But I have anti-caffeine out here. I got a lot to do. I'm going to go ahead, since I thought about it, I'll go ahead and announce it now. Some of the things I got coming up is I'm going to do a card reading sometime tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm going to do Sunday right now. But other things I got, videos I got coming up. I got the one Santa Fe tracks I'm still working on. We're going to, and I'm not sure when this is, but on a weekend we're going to go to a place that I'm part of the Tulare Paranormal investigation team that is known, well, the leader called it a body dump, because basically there was a bar, you know, with a dance floor and everything. There was a hotel, and then there was some like rapes and murders outside. The bar part closed down. It started to deteriorate. It was torn down. It's still used as a body dump. Bodies have been found there. So that's one of the places we're going to go and investigate. Another thing, I have a friend that she moved into a home. Her friend used to live there, and a guy who lived there sometime before died in the house. I'm not sure what the circumstances were. He's not an aggressive spirit. He's still there, from what I understand. And I was just waiting because she was pregnant, and I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to pull out a spirit box or anything until after she had the baby. So she had the baby yesterday. She went in for just a checkup and ended up having a baby. So it's not going to be this weekend. I don't know. Next weekend maybe. I have to get with her, and now I got my light grid. So I'll go over there and do a video there. I don't know if she's going to want to live stream in her home or not, but at least do a video there on that. And the cards, the cards for tomorrow, probably going to be my time. Maybe, I don't know, 4 o'clock. So that'll be 4 o'clock for me. It'll be 7 o'clock for the East Coast. It won't be too late. And I'll probably use the unicorn deck again. Like I said, I'm not sure Sunday what I'm going to do. I'll try to figure out something. I got to get a bunch of... When I moved here, I moved into a studio. But before that, I had a 2-bedroom house with a big garage. So it's like I got crap stacked in there. And this weekend I'm going to go through. My daughter came down for a while, a couple years ago. She came down with a big SUV. She got more stuff. And then when she left on the bus with just a few bags. So it's like I got a trailer load. I'm just going to start bringing stuff out and chucking it in the trailer. If somebody here wants it, they can take it. There's some good toys in there, but I need the room. Vocation that the earth split and the underground evil came to take us. Okay, I'm not sure where that's at. Yucca Mesa, if you could give us a state, north part, south part of the state. Help narrow it down a little bit. Oh yeah, I'm going to save some toys. I got some smaller toys. There's going to be some, I had the 2 from the other night, and then I was going through some of them, but there's like other little toys. They're not really for older kids, because my grandkids at that time were like a year and a half and then 3. So there's one I may keep. It's like this big. It's like over a foot long. It's that grave digger, a remote control that doesn't work. So that's pretty cool. But a lot of the stuff I'm just gonna have to toss. I'll probably just keep like a couple small baby dolls, maybe one smaller toy truck, and then that, and that'd be it. Oh, if you're just coming in, please be sure to hit the like button. Just waiting for the chat here. We can get more of a approximate area of that. I can't tell if that's a Eureka Mesa or not. These letters are too small. Okay, New Mexico. Boy Scout Ranch. Philmont, New Mexico. Okay. Not a small rubber ball. Yeah, small rubber ball. No. I don't think there was in. I don't think they had any balls. I'll have to look, but I don't think there was. Yeah, you guys connect. I mean, subscribe to each other and connecting. You can. Yeah, I'd probably have to go to Walmart to get a little rubber ball. Oh, something else I just wanted to happen to mention. I don't know if you guys heard about that one satellite probably about a week ago. It broke up and they found a metal tank in a walnut orchard in the last few days. I just come across that, and UFO Seekers actually has footage. If you go and check their last video, or next to last video, they were out just south of here, and they caught it coming in and breaking up over the state. But the walnut orchard where that one tank landed is like 25 miles away from me. And I was like, damn. I should have been out here and caught that. But I missed it. That's probably on one of the nights where I just came home and went to bed. Oh, don't worry about ACJS. When I drive, if there's a stream going, I'll put my phone face down so the speaker's up and I'll just listen to it. But I don't keep going. I don't play with it while I'm driving. Because I'd be the one that's like, I look down for 2 seconds and I like crash into a power pole or something. So I just thought that was a trip. I just happened to catch, and I didn't even know when I seen the video. It was just like a piece of metal falls from space. I'm like, oh, let me check on this video, and they're going on, and it's like, oh yeah, I came down on a walnut orchard in Hanford, California. And I was like, Hanford, holy shit! I'm only 25 miles away from there. I've done 2 videos in the Hanford Cemetery, and the Grangeville Cemetery is just north of Hanford. Well, kind of northwest. I gotta go a few miles and then go north a few more miles. Oh yeah, I don't have Bluetooth in this. This is a 2000 pickup with, doesn't even have CD, it came with a cassette player. It wasn't one of the, I mean, it was a nice truck. It has the opening back window and a tow package and premium wheels and premium this, but the windows are rolled down, the door locks are manual, everything's manual, no cruise control. The stereo, like I said, was cassette, not CD. And I'm going to start using my Twitter and Instagram a little bit more. I'm just trying to do some art for like the wild card. I'm trying to do so it's not just a picture of my face every time. It'll actually be like, there'll be like a wild card, and then I'll just change the number on it and put it up and announce it there. Oh, you can change it to Bluetooth? Okay. I don't have the money for that. I hardly ever listen to the radio anyway, unless I'm on a long trip. And then I'll kind of just turn the stations. Escaping from the underworld. Hell can what? Open up? Now that you're describing that, it seems like, I'm not sure if that's in the U.S. or not, though. It might not. It might be South America. Hell can't escape. Okay. Yeah, I just got this phone that all my social media and all this, well, not on this phone. All my social media is on this phone. This one is just for live streaming. Nobody know. I don't even know what the number is. I would have to call my other phone from this phone to find out what the number is. So I don't have to worry about calls coming in when I'm talking. And if one does, I know it's a wrong number. Hey, Rogue Exploration, welcome. So, Rogue, we're going to ask you a question. What do you think about zombies? What do you think about extraterrestrials? What do you think about Hollow Earth? What do you think about advanced technology? What's ours and what's not ours? I believe in ghosts. Welcome. Waiting for Rogue. I threw a whole bunch of questions on him. Yeah, don't run. You don't have to address each subject. Oh, for those just coming in, if you could hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, I say there's a good chance that they are very real. We're probably more advanced than some of them, and some of them are probably more advanced. I'm pretty sure more of them are more advanced than us. I mean, we've got art showing them when we were still riding donkeys and horses, and they had the power of flight. Hell, even the local tribe here talks about, the legends go back hundreds of years, way back before the white man, about, they called it the Star People. They called them the Star People. And one of the stories that I did hear is that these Star People had, and this is how they refer to it, as sticks, and they could point the stick at a rock, and the rock would lift up off the ground. So it would be like some sort of rod that they could levitate the rocks, anti-gravity or something. with all the stars out there, it's kind of weird to go. Oh no, we're the only ones here. That's kind of hard to prove by math, but flip these around here. Oh, you go to the tool store and buy a wrench there? Well, I've been waiting on you. I told you what you needed to do, and I've been checking. But you're still welcome here all the time. I believe in ghosts. Hey, Paranormal Circle, welcome. Oh, somebody's got a dryer going. I can smell a dryer sheet. And for the amount of time that, and we're actually, they say our planet's been around for like, what, 4 billion years? 4 billion years, and we're one of the newer. There's older systems than us, so could someone be 1 million years more advanced than us? Yeah. That's an easy yeah. Could be 2 billion, or 2 million years more advanced in technology than us. Yep. Yep, I'm in California. I was hoping Stoney would pop in, and Ray the Fam. I was hoping he'd pop in, but I don't see him yet. We've been going for over an hour. Ray the Fam and Stoney, they're in California also. Ray's like, because I met with Ray and did a video. He's like an hour north of me. And Stoney, she was saying tonight she's like 15 minutes away from Ray. So maybe it'd be cool if we could all get together one weekend and hit a cemetery up there. Oh, and if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. I know YouTube is messing with me, and they're making it hard. I'm just a few away from 500, but they're making it hard. And I'll see a notification. I'll be at like 498, and I'll see a notification I got a new subscriber, and I'll go, just out of curiosity, look at the number, and I won't be at 498, I'll be at 497. And they did that when I was at 450. They bounced me, jacked me back and forth for like 3 weeks. Yes, I'd like to get with Ray again, but I'm part of a paranormal team here locally. It's not this town, it's the next town over. But I was talking about that earlier. It's the Santa Fe Tracks is with that team, my team, and another team, and that'll be going up. It's Yeah, that's the way. Well, that's why when I was at a 450, it was like I got up to 455, and then I got a notification that I had like 2 new subscribers, and I went to look, and I wasn't at 455. I was at 447. I'm like, wait a minute. I was at 455, got 2 new ones, and then I actually have 8 less than what I did before they even subscribed. So, what the heck? But we got the Santa Fe Tracks. It's the T-Pit team, Tulare Paranormal Investigation team. Um, I got a note from the team leader the other day that she wants to go to a place that is, she's referring to it as a body dump. There's been murdered people, their bodies found there. Um, some when the bar was still there. The bar's torn down now, and it's just a hotel. But I think the hotel's kind of getting run down because just from the way it's right along the edge of the freeway, but you can't get to it from the freeway. You have to take an exit, and then you have to go so many miles east, and then you got to go so many miles south, and then head back west to get to it. But we're thinking about hitting that area, and we were worried about trespassing issues just showing up. So I told the team leaders, like, well, if we could rent a room, then we could just step out the door, walk 100 yards over, and then investigate the area. And if anybody says anything, we could just tell them, yeah, we got a room right here at the hotel. Yeah, they were dragging me back and forth for like 3 weeks. I was like, geez, am I ever going to get over 450? And then all of a sudden some of them came, and it's like, okay, now I'm close to 500, and it's starting to do it again. I'm bouncing between 497 and 498, no matter how many people I'm notified subscribe, then they're doing that. And I'm like, damn, guys, come on, really? I don't have that much hair to pull out. Yeah, I was referred to as the body dump. The body dump site. That's what she called it. Because there's been like, I think some of them might be runaways, some of them might be drug deals gone bad, but they were murdered somewhere, and their bodies were dumped out there. Bodies have been found out, kind of laying out in the open. Others crammed in behind bushes. Well, I don't know if it'd be that fresh. I mean, if something sits out for a day or two. I mean, right now it'd be refrigerated, but in the summertime, it could be dumped out at 11 o'clock at night, and by 8 o'clock in the morning, it could be all puffed up because in the summertime, it'll still be. I mean, there's nights where at the coolest point, it gets down to 92 to 95 degrees, and then as soon as the sun comes up, it starts heating up again. This is kind of close to the desert area. We got Mojave not too far, and then right after that we got Death Valley. So this is a kind of land of tumbleweeds. Oh, this was out the body dump ground. I don't want to say the location yet because I want to wait until we actually get it done, because I don't want somebody like trying to go out there, because there is some local people that watch, and I don't want anybody going out there and like trying to raid the investigation or get in the way or try to mess things up if somebody's a troll. Oh, some of them do, but that's way out where there's like no buildings. But when you got buildings, then yeah. in the cities in the area, especially right next to a freeway where the asphalt holds heat, it'll still be 5 o'clock in the morning. As the sun's coming up at 5 o'clock in the morning, it'll still be 90 degrees outside. Hey Leah, welcome. Thanks for coming in. I hope you hit the like button. Have you been watching us on your computer or the TV? How did I know you were watching on your TV? I just knew. No. Actually, I did just know because you mentioned it before. You said that you were watching another stream I was doing on your television, and you usually watch on your television. So I was just guessing you might be doing it on your TV tonight. Cards Day? Well, let me see. Look, timestamp. Timestamp is 12:46 a.m. So officially it's Saturday. So it's going to be this afternoon. What the heck that was? It's a pop. Probably the wood contracting in the cold. Let's see. I want to catch Panic D videos. They come on at 2 o'clock my time. But I was talking to Sean, and I brought up the subject of ley lines, and I was asking him about if he ever, because he's done a lot of Civil War, Gettysburg, all that. He's on that coast, and I asked him if he ever checked into ley lines and if there's any ley lines under the battles, because I read that sometimes some of the negative powers that be want to contaminate our ley lines, and that's how they do it. They have wars over some of the major ones and kind of puts negative energy into them and can contaminate. So I was asking him, and hopefully he was thinking about something else, but he didn't know if he was going to do it, and hopefully he'll go with the ley lines, because I like to find out, and he'd have more resources and be better at investigating that area than I could. Hey, Paige Lee, welcome. Great to have you here. Paige, if you haven't subscribed already, please do. Yeah, cards will be this afternoon. I'm thinking their show's going to go from 2 to 4, something around 4, maybe 4:30 here. So even on the East Coast, that'll be 4:30 here, 7:30 there. So it won't be too late in the evening. Hey Ray, good to see you. You came in. I was hoping Stony would come in too. I just found out she's like 15 minutes away from you. I was watching Jamie's stream. Oh, okay. Excellent page. I think it'd be cool is like whenever I do come up there and we do a cemetery, we can grab Stony, drag her out to the cemetery. And if she can get Jamie to come down, oh, I'd love to see Jamie in the cemetery. Oh, it just ended? Oh, okay. I thought it ended earlier. Because I know she was talking about winding down before I came out here. Yeah, I'm in California. Ray the Fam lives about an hour's drive north of me. And I think Stoney was saying she's about 15 minutes from Ray. And that's when Jamie was talking about Stoney was trying to get her out here to California. But I'd love to see Jamie in a cemetery. Especially if we could go out to one at night. I'd get some extra light batteries for that. Probably an extra camera battery. Do a video and maybe we could do a live stream from out there too. I'll take this one. This is a new one. It's got a good battery. And then I can take my backup, so live stream I could do probably a good 3-4, probably close to 4 hours between the two batteries. Oh, you're in Washington? Oh, okay. Oh, you were on our panel. Okay. Because I know you were in the stream when I was there, but I was just like 20 minutes after 11. I had to cut out and come out here and get my stuff out here and get everything set up. Yeah, if we could get a really cool cemetery, me, Ray, Stoney, you, and Jamie, have the 5 of us go out and do a cemetery. Spend about 3 or 4 hours out there. Of course, it'd have to be in a little warmer weather. I wouldn't want to go out there right now. Because I got long pants, and even with my hoodie, I can still feel the cold going through my hoodie. It's not a really thick one, but I know you. I know, Leah, you're here, and if you miss it, I'll see it in the comments that you missed it and you're watching. Oh yeah, Paige probably. Shit, you're probably going to be getting snow. Wouldn't surprise me if it snows up there this weekend, because I've seen some clouds moving in tonight, but it wasn't really anything serious. Oh, paranormal story. Well, most of the ones that I could really put a story to is the Santa Fe Tracks, but I want to save that one. Now what I can do is kind of organize some of them, write them down so they're not right off the top of my head, and I don't jump from story to story. And do that. Maybe I could do that Sunday. Have live chat and then just tell some stories. And if anybody else got a story, they can type it in. Big jump here. San Diego, yeah, that's way south of me. I actually talked to Panic D, and they're going to be in San Diego. But I was hoping to find someplace closer because San Diego is like a good 4 to 5 hour drive from here. So I told them, it's like, well, if I drive there and I drive back, I'm only going to have maybe an hour or two to do a video with them. The tracks, Santa Fe tracks we went to, it was with the Paranormal team, and the shirt I have, most of them have like a black shirt with white letters. I chose to go with the white shirt with black letters. But yeah, I was out there, and we were getting names. Somebody died out in that area. Well, they didn't die, they were killed by the train. I'm not sure. I mean, somebody crossed in front of a train as a story, but when they were crossing in front of the train, were they trying to get across, or were they trying to jump in front of the train? Because it just seems to me, it's like, if you see a train coming, common sense is going to say, okay, step back. Especially when the train's close enough where you know, it's like, I'm probably not going to make it across, but I'm going to try it anyway. No. So that was mine. I never asked that, but it was in the back of my mind. We got another name that was a personal assistant to someone from the other team, from the Visalia team, and they were killed in a car crash in 2014. Anyway, we got their name, but I was asking them, well, yeah, but I mean, if you're standing there, you're watching the train approach, you know, I mean, you can tell just by looking at it how fast it's traveling and trying to jump in front of the tracks. I mean, if it's 100 yards away, it's like, okay, step back. But even going through town, the trains have to slow down to like 20, 25 miles per hour just because they cross roads, so they have to slow down. If I can, I'm going to butcher, and I'm getting dyslexia kicking in. Patil, H something Patil. I would need a magnifying glass to read the first. There's too many I's and T's and H and L. But welcome to the channel. If you're new, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. But I was asking him, was like, well, can you tell me what color my shirt is? And then, I mean, real clear, it sounded like a female voice, came across it, it's white. And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. And then I asked, can you read the letters on my shirt? And then it was in a male voice, it said, T-Pit. And then there was a couple more responses after that saying T-Pit, but they weren't as loud. Now, if somebody could type the first name, because I can read the type better than I can read the names. It's a little thicker. Somebody could type that first name in so I could at least read it. At least have a better chance. Yeah, because the posts come out in bold and the other one's like really skinny, condensed. HRI, and even this is going to be difficult, HRITHIK. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But at least I can read it now. Yeah, especially when they're not a prankster. I had that the other night in here, about a week and a half ago, in my first live stream in the apartment. I was in the pantry, and I had my SB7 and the speaker on one shelf, and then I had the K2 on the other end of the same shelf, and I would see it jumping up all the way to the orange. So I take the camera, and then I go to turn, and as soon as I started to turn, it went right back to just that one green light on. So I'm like, okay. Go back to the spirit box, and it would start going off again. And I was there for like an hour trying to jump back and forth, and then I put it above, and it would start to do it, and I'd aim it up. And as soon as I start to go up, it would stop. So I just kept it on that, and when I seen it doing it, I kind of slowly angled the camera up and just stayed focused looking on the spirit box. I kind of just angled it up a little bit and turned it, and there was a few times I could get it where it was going to yellow. So it was like you had to be sneaky because they were messing with me. Oh, with their headphones in, didn't hear it coming up. And the trains, I don't know, they don't stop on a dime. When I was in school, I had a friend. He lost his dad, his brother, and his brother's friend. The sister was in the car, but she survived. Somehow, they got on the train tracks, and I don't know if it stalled or what. I'm not sure why everybody didn't get out. It was just, they were going across a set of tracks, and a train plowed into the car, and it killed all of them except for the sister. So the sister was pinned in the back seat with her brother's friend, and her dad, and they were all dead, and she was like pinned in there for almost 2 hours before they could get her out. So I'm sure she needed a little bit of therapy there, being pinned in there for so long, not getting any responses from anybody. Talking to Paige, talking to me. Yeah, because it is cool. It's like, if you ever go into those beer caves that they have in the grocery stores, where they have like the outside doors, and then they have that one door where you could walk in to the beer cave. That's what it feels like right now out here. And it's only, let me see a timestamp. Oh, it's okay. It's only 1 o'clock. Oh, dang. Man, oh man, oh man. Even the birds aren't. Birds are usually moving in this tree over here. I can hear just a little bit, but they're not moving around that much. Yeah, let me see if I can get a temperature from this phone. Do this here. See if you can see it. That's what it is right here, right now. 57. See, tomorrow's high. It's 57 right now. Tomorrow's high is going to be 85, 85, Monday 81, Tuesday 80. And Tuesday when it's 80, the low's going to be 48. Tonight's low is only supposed to be like 51, I think. Oh, wait, no. What? Okay. Tonight's low is supposed to be 49. Duh, it says, like I showed you, 57 degrees. Now, if you look under that 57, where it says real feel, it says real feel, 57. Can I say duh? 57, but it feels like it's 57. Oh, he said train. Oh, yeah, actually it was a cold night out there. Yeah, we were out there 10. It was supposed to, because I asked her before I went out, and she said, probably it'll end sometime. Investigation will go between midnight and 1 o'clock. We started at 10, and by 11, we're like, okay, we're done. Let's wrap it up. We got plenty of EVPs, a lot of footage. Yeah, because it was weird here. It's like, normally in the fall, I'll open up my door. I'll have my door cracked. I'll have a window open. I'll have another window open and get like a cross breeze going. Yeah, and cool it down. But it's like now, nope. I won't do that at night. I got it cooling down from the daytime. I got my door cracked and the window, bathroom window cracked, so it can cool down. But I guarantee you, when I go in, I'm going to be closing everything up, and probably around 4 o'clock I'll wake up and have to turn the heater on. Oh, shit. Oh, you're in Texas, Leah? Okay. Are you in that area that's like all flooded out and shit? Because I seen that today and it looked like half of Texas was underwater. Hey, Cardiac, welcome. Glad you can make it in for a little bit. A male around me, is it an older male? I was wondering if it might be Albert. Although it could be my dad too. Oh my God. And even though I wasn't going to do any paranormal stuff, I still got my smoky quartz on. Yeah, something else, Antarctica. I don't know if you guys, and I was thinking about this too, and I'm glad you brought that up, Center Stars. Antarctica, I remember seeing videos where there's actually, like, they've caught waves coming up, and they seem to shoot over into the Atlantic Ocean and up that way, and then shoot up in the Pacific Ocean that direction. So it's not just like straight up. So I mean, they're actually going over the ocean. And then with that in mind, we start getting all these superstorms, even though um, hurricanes should be slowing down. They're actually, we had that one go when it's like it built up, but as it got close, it kind of churned some of the colder water up and slowed it down. But it stayed right over the coast of Georgia and all that for several days. And then we have another one that kind of came up from Florida and then shot up, and they were projecting a 2, possibly a 3. But by the time it made landfall, I think wind speeds were at 155 miles an hour. That's the top end of a Category 4. A Category 5 starts at 156 miles per hour. So it was right there on the line, and it shot up through Florida and up that way. And then we had 2 of them back to back come up along the coast, shoot through Mexico, and go into Arizona. The next week, another one come up, shoot through Mexico, right up into Arizona. So is there something? I mean, I'm sure there was some. The storm was there already, but how much was it kind of something else fed to it to make it stronger than what it really was? Family? Wow, that was a big ass fireworks. That was probably my dad. Are you going to come to the USA, Michael? That's probably my dad, Paige. He passed a couple months ago, and I felt him once in the cemetery. It felt like I started feeling weird, like something was trying to attach to me, and then all of a sudden, it's like when I felt him before, and I'm pretty sure it was him. It was like a tingling in my stomach, and I felt like something was like trying to attach to me, and all of a sudden I felt it tingling in my stomach, like he was there, had my back. And I said, yeah. What the heck? Can you guys still hear me? A little thing pop up about muting a microphone. Let me know if you can still hear me. Yeah, my dad. As far as that, my adopted sister, no. But Paige, I'm adopted. So I really have no, if they're, I mean, I know I got biological brothers and sisters, but other than that, I don't know. I guess you could consider them family, but not really family. Although loud noise is coming from the north. Somebody's setting off some big fireworks. Okay, good. Yeah, somebody's setting off some big fireworks. Well, seeing how we're probably, oh, I don't know. What'd you say, Ray? Probably There's some more popping off, firecrackers. We're probably, there's a lot of Hispanics in this area, and the Mexico border is probably only 300 miles south. So there's a lot of fireworks that come back up this way. Even though they're illegal, they still make it here. Blood family? Okay. Yeah, but there's all kinds of illegal fireworks comes here. So that's what it is. Because it's just so loud. And the fireworks stands really don't get a whole lot because they don't sell the really good stuff. The stuff that's illegal is the good stuff. It's almost, I mean, I'd compare it to if a city ever has like a fireworks show where they have the professionals come in. I'd compare it to that. It's maybe just a step below. Okay, thanks for coming in, Cardiac. Appreciate you being here. Somebody else leaving? Female. Yeah, let me see. Younger than him. Well, my aunt's still alive unless she's passed in the last day or two. The only sister that my dad had. Oh, we used to have a lot of that too, but it's like the price of ammo is so expensive. I don't even go to the range anymore. I used to go to the range and at least twice a week, and I'd blow off 400, well, probably just 300 rounds each time I went, and I'd go twice a week. And I mean, I'd practice. I'd like right hand shooting, left hand shooting, dropping a magazine one-handed, with both left and right hand. Doing that. I had the same caliber, so I put like my compact in one hand and my tactical in the other, and set the targets up, and I'd actually walk out and I'd be shooting, crossing as I walked. But I just can't afford that anymore. Late 40s? Yeah, it's not ringing anything. Might be birth blood, but I wouldn't know who they were. I have a really close friend who's she's Wiccan and she has abilities. Said that she has seen a lady with like long hair. Was it brown? I think she said like brown hair. It was close, but I have no idea who that would be. Oh yeah, a visa if you want to. Well, you could probably get a travel visa. I don't think it would take that long. But if you planned on staying here for more than, I think it's probably a travel visa, you could only do like 15 to 30 days stay. Otherwise, you'd have to go through more than that. Center Stars, are you still here? Yeah, Old Hippies, he's dropping some of my social media. If you want to check that out. I'm working on using that a little bit more. Very restrictive regulations, yeah. Well, I'm sure some of it, even for the travel, if it's going to be, you know, it takes less time, you still have to have some sort of health checkup. Oh, he left? Okay. Hey, Calla Lily, welcome. Yeah, it is getting a little bit late. I'm going to go for a few more minutes here. Probably another 5 or 6 minutes. Since Calla Lily just got here, I don't want to just end right now. So we can ask Calla Lily. Calla Lily from California. Have you ever seen any ET ships where you're at? Oh, Paige, welcome back. And as a matter of fact, if you ever watch UFO Seekers, they are basically just south of me, maybe probably 100 miles. Kern County, they do the Kern County area, and that is the next county over, south. And those are the ones that got the footage of that satellite breaking up as it re-entered, and one of the pieces hit 25 miles west of me, and I think they were about 100 miles south. Yeah, UFO Seekers is pretty close. I mean, I wouldn't mind if I could actually get a hold of them one of these days and say, hey, I want to go with you. I got a spirit box. I got a K2. Let's see what we can get. But I'm going to want it to be warmer. It's just too damn cold to be out there all night. Not in the mountains or even in the foothills. Nope. Because if it's like right here, it said it was 57 here and it's cold as shit, then you know it's going to be 40 degrees in those foothills where there's no concrete or buildings to hold heat. So I'll wait till springtime. March would be good. Maybe April. But I'd like to talk to them. Seems like on their video they might have had a phone number one time. I'll have to call them up and say, hey guys, can I join you for a weekend? Yeah. 20 years ago I'd be out here like, I could rock it. I could handle it. Is today? No, the 19th was yesterday. Today's actually now the 20th, I think. Tell him happy birthday. And he's 11, so let him have an extra piece of cake tomorrow. Get him a pecan pie. Matter of fact, I'll probably take the pecan pie before I take cake. Well, sometimes my brain thinks I'm same age, Paige. Sometimes my brain thinks, but as soon as it does, it's like my knee will kick in, or my back will kick in, or my shoulders will kick in. My brain will go, oh shit, that's right. Never mind. Yes, I'm from California, Calla Lily. I live just south of Fresno, about an hour south of Fresno. I think you're more up north around, Redding, California? Hey, Lone Star, welcome. Yeah. I mean, even 10 years ago wouldn't have been much of a problem. It's just like little things here and there. And it's pretty much in the last 5 years, it's been like, oh crap, my knees are going to shit. My ankles, they sit there and scream at me sometimes. And that's even when it's warm. Oh, you're in SoCal. Okay. So are you south of the Grapevine, Calla Lily? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, Ray. I thought Ray might have left. I didn't see him for a while. I don't know if you heard me earlier, Ray. We got to go up one of these days when we're going to do a cemetery. We got to grab Stony and take her out there. Um, I'm south of Fresno, raised in Fresno. Ray the fam, he lives in Fresno. I live an hour south from where he's at. Stony doesn't talk all that much, does she? I mean, I know Jamie had to mute her tonight. Stony, she's like all calm, mild-mannered, very quiet. She could probably hide in the corner and you wouldn't even know she was there. No, we're not. Probably San Bernardino, a couple hours. Well, maybe a little bit more than that, maybe 2.5 hours. Yeah, 'cause she was saying, Ray, she was saying that she's like 15 minutes away from you. So that's got to be probably, if not in Fresno, no further than Clovis. Well, thanks, Paige. But I think for tonight I'm going to go ahead. Oh, we still got 12 people and I hate doing it. If it was warmer, I'd stay out here. But it's starting to bite. Oh, she's in Selma? Oh, okay. Oh, she's in Selma. Well, Stoney can bring the raisins. I'm just going to ask one last. If you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. And don't forget to hit that like button. It's the one that looks like this. Thumbs up. But I'm going to go ahead and call it a night and go inside where it's warm. I want to thank everyone for taking the time out of their day or night to come here. And I want to wish everybody good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're at. Sleep well. And until next time, everyone stay safe.